Hey dear soulmate, you're welcome to today's tutorial on Benny Souls. My name is Benedicta and thank you for always watching our tutorials. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how to cut and sew a shirt collar. So guys, keep watching. So in cutting our shirt collars, we'll be drafting first on our pattern paper. So here are the materials I'll be needing, okay? So I'll be making use of this African fabric as Ankara. Then that is my collar stay, which we're going to be lining. We're using to line the collar for it to hold up. Okay, so you can use a gum stay, but for durability, you'll be needing a collar stay. So first off, I'm going to be drafting this on my pattern paper. So here I've gone ahead to fold the pattern paper into two. Okay, because it will be cutting on fold. So I'll be folding it into two right there. So guys, to know the length of fabrics to put on fold is determined by the neck circumference. So measure the neck of the shirt you're about to fix the collar to. Whatever you have, you divide it by two. So for here, I'm making use of 18 inches. That is my round neck is 18 inches. And then the collar stand, that is the short bit before the main collar itself, I'll be making use of 1.25. You can go as much as 1.5, but if it's more than 1.5, it won't be looking good. So some people actually use 1 inch, okay, whatever works for you. And then the collar itself will be making use of 3 inches. So we can do more depending on how stylish you want your collar to be. So guys, let's draft. So first off, I'm going to be marking half of my round neck, which is 9 inches over there. And then the next thing I'm going to be marking is my 1.25 collar stand. Okay, so I'll be marking from the edge there upwards. I'll extend the 1.25 lines to give me a straight line. So using my long rule, I'm going to mark out, connect those three dots. Okay, so here we have our three dots connecting and then showing so first off, the first thing we did here, right here, is the collar stand. Okay, this is the collar stand. This is what we just drafted, and then from that pointy edge, for a regular shirt, you can leave that edge pointed. But since we're making like a female shirt, and then most of the shirts we say have that particular curve, so from that edge there, not from the center part, but from the edge where you have two folds, we're going to be going in by half of an inch. Okay, so I'll be going in by half of an inch right there. Then I'll connect it to the other side like so, using your freehand method. Okay, so I've connected it right there, and this is what we have. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to be doing right now is to mark out our collar itself. So like I said, I'll be making use of 3 inches. Okay, I'm going to be marking that there, and then moving over to the center of our collar, I'll be dividing by 3 inches by two. At that edge right there, the folded edge, I'll be dividing it by two. So here I'm going to be marking 1.5. Okay, here I'm marking 1.5. So next thing I'm going to be doing right now is to connect the lines. First off, I'm going to connect it to a collar stand. But before then, I'll be going in by 1 inch. Okay, like we all know, our collars are not sitting straight. Okay, it's always slanted. So I'll be going in by 1 inch, then connect it out to that um line there. Okay, so I'll mark out the 3 inches again right there. Then I'm going to connect it. So that's our 3 inches for the collar. And then like I earlier said, collar is usually not sitting straight. So at the 3 inches mark at the top there, I'm going to be going out by half of an inch. Okay, like so. So half of an inch. Then I'll mark out half of an inch right there as seen. So here I'm now going to connect it back to our 1 inch intake for our collar. So we can do as much as 1 inch. You can do 0.75. So here I'm just making use of half of an inch. So I'm going to connect it back to the 3 inches line I'd already marked out before. And there we have it. So to connect to our 1.5 inch at the center, at the middle, I'm going to be using my curve drill to find a curve. You can use your freehand method, okay? You can use your freehand. Just do it and then it will come out nice. Just find the perfect curve and then mark. So here I have it. And then mark at the center collar. I noticed it was moving upward, so I adjusted that later. Okay, so here we have it. So we are done drafting the pattern for our collar. It's very simple, guys. So next thing I'm going to be doing right now is cutting it out, so we can cut it out on our fabric. So here I'm cutting it out. Follow the lines. So here we have it. So right now I'm done cutting it out, and this is what we have. This is our collar itself, and this is our collar stand. Okay, can you see, guys? Is already shaping. So next I'm going to be doing right now is to cut it out on our fabric. So placing it on fold, I'll be adding half an inch all around the collar pattern. Okay, for sewing allowance, I'll be adding half an inch round it. So guys, if today is your first time on our YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button, okay? And for returning subscribers, thank you very much. And then we'll say keep sticking around because we have a lot to learn. So guys, here I'm adding half an inch all around the collar pattern, okay? So I'm done here, so I'm cutting it out using my fabric scissors. So here I have. It's very easy, guys. Do try it out and you will love it. Okay, you love it. You can also draft this on your fabric. Okay, freehand method, but I prefer doing this on my pattern, then move over to cut it on my fabric. So guys, I'm done cutting it out. So I'll cut 2 pieces each for each of this collar. Two for the collar stand and two for the collar itself. Okay, that's for the both for the lining and the main fabric. I'll use the same fabric to line it. So I'll be cutting two. And then for our collar stay, I'll be making use of pattern. I'll cut in exactly the pattern, no sewing allowance added. Okay, so here I'm going to be cutting. I'll place it on my pattern paper I'll place pattern paper on my collar stand and on my collar stay, and then I'll be cutting it out. Okay, here's my collar stay. For durability, this will make your collar last longer. If you use a paper stay or a gum stay, you will not really enjoy it. So here I'm gonna head to cut out 2 pieces each, okay? One for the main fabric and then the other for lining it. So here I'm going to be notching the midpoint. So I've notched the midpoint both for the up and the lower parts. Okay. So here we have it. So this is it. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe and check out our other videos, okay? So here we have it. I've done. So next thing I'm going to be doing right now is to place my collar stay in one of the patterns, okay, in one of the fabrics. Though, so this is my collar itself. This is the wrong side. I'm marking out the wrong side, so we won't make a mistake. The fabric is kind of looking front and back. So to determine, so I had to mark it to know which is which. So here I'm done doing that. So I'll pick one of the color stay and place it like so at the middle, okay, leaving out the sewing allowances at all the sides. And I'm going to take it to my ironing board and iron it on that particular part. So here I'm going to notch it as well, so I'll know where it's going to sit. Okay, it's very simple, guys. Do take your time and do this, and you'll enjoy it. So looking at it, you see that shiny part. That's where the gum is. This side is just red, but there's a shiny part that there. That's where the gum is, and that's where I'll be sticking to my collar stand, and I'll be ironing it just at the middle, leaving out the sewing allowances I added earlier. I'll do that for the collar stand and also for the collar itself, the shiny part. I'll place it on the wrong side, okay? The wrong sides of the collar stand and the collar itself. And I'm going to go to my ironing board and iron that out, and I'll come back to show you. So guys, I'm done ironing. It's looking so beautiful. Then what I did was that for that lower part where we're going to be attaching to the shirts, I had to fold it in by half of an inch. I folded the sewing allowance in. So here, this is our collar itself. So for the collar, I'll bring the other side of the collar. I'll now place it right side facing each other, matching up the notches I made earlier. And then I'm going to go over to the sewing machine. I'm going to sew the sides, okay? So I'll pin it first, so to avoid moving around. So I'll go over to the sewing machine and I'll sew the sides and then that curvy part of it. So sew the sides and then that curvy part of my collar. Please do not sew on the straight side because that's where we'll be attaching to the collar stand. Okay, so on the sides and then the curvy side of it. So I'll do that, then come back and show us. So here I'm done sewing it. This is what we have. So I'm going to notch the edges there to remove any excesses in order for us to have that pointed edge at our collar. So here I'm done with it and I'll be flipping it inside out. So I've gone ahead to notch the curvy at side of it, which I sewn. I'll notch it and then flip it inside out. So this is it. And then for this part, I was having that bulkiness there. So I had to open it up and then notch some more. Okay. Then I turned it back. And then this is what I have. Look at that pointed side. Okay. That's exactly what I was talking about. So here I'm done turning it inside out. I'll give it a good ironing. Okay. So I've gone ahead to iron it and it's now sitting properly. So I'll trim off the excesses at the side where we're going to be attaching to the collar stand. Okay. So there we have it. Voila. So see how it is looking already. We are not done, but it's looking good already. So next thing I'm going to be doing is notching the side where we're going to be attaching to the collar stand. I'm bringing the collar stand. I'll place it down at that particular side where we're going to be attaching to the collar itself, not the folded parts, okay? That side where we have the curve at the edge. Then I'll place it notch to notch, center, midpoint to midpoint, front facing front, of course, here. And then I'll bring the second one and I'll place it on top of it. I'll place the notch. That's the essence of the notches, okay, to know the midpoint. And here I'm going to pin it down so it won't move around. So here I have, and I'm going to go over to the sewing machine, leaving out quarter of an inch, then sewing it round up to the other side too, and stopping quarter of an inch before the edge there. Okay, stopping out quarter of an inch before the edge right there. So I'll do that and show us. So here guys, I'm done sewing it, and this is what we have. Okay, so I'm going to be flipping it open. Notch all angles, okay? It's very important. Notch it. And this is the essence of that curve we made earlier. Is making it look good, not like a regular shirt. If you have a regular shirt, making a regular shirt, you might not need to make that curve, that half-inch curve we made on our pattern. Okay, so guys, this is what we have. So I'm going to take it to my ironing board, then iron it. So this is it. Guys, it's looking so beautiful. Okay, it's looking so beautiful. With this, you can be creative. You can make your collar itself, that particular edge where you have that pointy edge, you can make it very long, like the trendy collar that you have now. You can make it very long, 6 inches, 7 inches, no matter what you want to do. It's free. So here guys, this is what we have. Thank you for watching up to this moment. We love you and we appreciate you. Please do make yours and let me know how it turned out in the comment section. For all your questions, I'll be in the comment section. Thank you and don't forget to subscribe.